Hey sis, happy Monday. So, real quick, I wanted to hop on and just give you something to think about today, especially in the wake of Facebook. So, if you know me, you know I don't really like Facebook. It's just not my thing. And it wasn't my thing even before I decided to move into entrepreneurship. I'm the type of person that might scroll through Facebook occasionally, see what's going on and keep it moving, but I'm certainly probably not the one to post. Now, in the business world, they tell you that you must use Facebook, right? Facebook has access to billions and billions of people. You have to use them. You have to run your ads through them because they're the cheapest way. You need to have your community on Facebook, all of these things, right? And I want you to notice how many times I said you have to. You have to use Facebook. You have to use social media. You have to use Instagram. I'm going to equate this to the things that we are told that you have to do in the workplace, right? Whether it be the way that you talk, way that you dress, all of the things that you feel like you have to do, the working extra, the working hard, all of those things that we buy into. And I'm here to tell you today, sis, you don't have to buy into any of those things. I was just telling a mastermind group of Black women coaches that I'm a part of last Thursday that I refuse to build my business on just Facebook, right? First of all, if you know anything about business, it's bad business to rely on one source as the means for which your company breathes. It's one of the reasons why, if you notice or if you're in it, the Confident Career Collective is not a Facebook group. That is a part of the reason. Anytime another man, particularly a white man, has control to determine whether or not my people who want to be a part of my community, what they can see, when they can see it, if they see it, like, why would I allow that? Right? And I want you to think about that when it comes to your boss and allowing your boss to determine what type of exposure you have, who knows what you're working on, and all of those things, right? Why would you allow that? It's your responsibility to get out here and let all the people know, right? So that you can find your people. It's my responsibility to get out here, whether it's through my podcast, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and let all the people know that I can help them, right? That I can help them have confidence in their career and all of the things. The same applies to you, right? So with Facebook being down, I can almost assure you that if Facebook was down for a week, there would be some businesses that would be detrimentally impacted, right? Like if people couldn't get on social media and sell you all the good things that they sell us, they wouldn't have another avenue for their business. And anytime, this brings me to lesson two, that it's like soul sourcing, right? Anytime you are dependent on one method, one lane to get to your end, you're putting all your eggs in that one basket that grandma told you not to do, right? Like we learned very early as a people, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's the same thing, right? So when you rely on your boss to get you promoted, when you are just sitting there waiting for your boss to do what they said that they would do and all of the things, this is the same example that we see playing out today when it comes to Facebook and Instagram and all of the things. And so I want you to use today's Facebook lesson. Maybe it'll come back up, maybe it won't, to just think about how are you diversifying your portfolio, your network, your exposure to get to what it is you want. Whether that be a leadership position, whether that be a new role, a new title, more money, all of that requires you to have multiple paths. Don't back yourself into a corner, sis, and by only having one person or one career path or focusing on one promotion or one opportunity. There is more opportunity out here the more you're open to it. So be thinking about how you can diversify your portfolio, not only financially, but in your career. I love you, sis. Have a beautiful and amazing week. I'll see you next week.